Jumbo, fellow adventurers, happy Monday. Mike Dooley here. Time for a spiritual tune-up where I answer your questions that you posted below on Facebook or Instagram. Post today, and I might be choosing your question as a talking point tomorrow. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Excuse me. We spoke last Friday about when, if ever, should you give up? And there were reasons to actually say yes when the original dream was poorly defined. But that brought up another round of questions by several people. At my age, Mike, can my dreams still come true? Mike, I truly believe I wouldn't have the dream in my heart if I didn't believe that I already have what it takes to make it happen. Well, this is a black belt manifester speaking. However, I just turned 80 years old 2 weeks ago, which means I'm way past middle age. Are any of my dreams really going to come true? Okay, so I've got a big picture answer and I have a smaller picture answer. Fasten your seatbelt. What is every dream all about? Why does anybody have a dream for anything? Ultimately, every dream is one's chosen ideal path for happiness. Everything we do is about happiness, which means the ultimate end result is always happiness. Even if you want to live for the world or live for the planet or live for your children, that's your desire and that's going to make you happy. Yeah, it might make a lot of other people happy too. That's the best way to make people happy. You be happy first. But it's all about your happiness, which means any dream you now have that's not happiness is a cursed how towards happiness. And you've heard me say, don't mess and don't worry about how you're going to get there. And suddenly every single dream, actually, other than happiness, is a cursed how to get to happiness. Happily, there's so much wiggle room. If your dreams are wisely stated in broad brush strokes, if not more joy, friends and laughter, health and healing, wealth and abundance, all of that's good, all of that's spiritual. The universe can connect the dots and you're not micromanaging and you're entitled to mess with some of those cursed hows. But when you get that it's all about happiness, right? I don't know what these blings are. I have some new technology here, excuse me. When you get that it's all about happiness, is it really so important that you dream of happiness? That happiness becomes something you manifest? I mean, you're a nonstop manifester, but is happiness, which is what you really want, something that can only show up if you manifest it? Or, you know where this is going, can you choose to be happy today? And you know that you can choose to be happy today. And so suddenly the entire equation of living deliberately, creating consciously is turned upside down on its head. You already live in paradise. You already are the person of your wildest dreams. You already get to taste and enjoy and listen and touch and feel magnificence everywhere 24/7. Go for a walk in the park. Go listen to children laughing. Go listen to some music. Have some brownies. Call a friend. Oh my God, did you win the megabucks lottery or what? Suddenly, we realize the folly when it comes to trying to manifest our happiness. We push it away, we push it away, we push it away. Now, dreams are still awesome and you still can live deliberately, create consciously. But there is a time and a place to rearrange the setup and understand what it's all about. Come on. Our dreams are important only to give us a journey. And the journeys are so awesome because we're finally off the couch, out there living in the world, even if only virtually until you get your coronavirus shot. Please go get your coronavirus shot. No sweat. Once you're out in the world, you fall in love. And people fall in love with you. You're out there and about, you're outside of your comfort zone, and suddenly you realize there's nothing to be afraid of. It's so awesome. You live in paradise. Dreams are important because they get you out of the house into a journey, and you can discover your own untested gifts and treasures and talents and decide how you can become even more than you ever dreamed of before. Suddenly, happiness was never meant to be manifested. It's meant to be chosen. And hell to the yes, you can have $1 million. Heck to the yes, you can have Bruno and whatever another guy's name is. Heck to the yes, you can go out there and shape-shift yourself and the world to your liking. But don't put off your happiness for it. Now, what does this have to do with being 80 years old? You got the goods. Okay? And the message for you may be a little bit different than somebody who's 20 years old who wants to go out there and manipulate and change, and you're at a higher level. And just as I told everyone on April 1st this year, the spiritual tune-up was the question: how to always win when two people want the same thing. You can go back and look at the archives, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. April 1. How to always win when two people want the same thing. And the answer was to realize that it's not circumstances or gold medals that make you a winner. Okay, those are things you can strive to manifest, but don't put off your happiness for either. There's only one gold medal in the 50-yard dash every 4 years at the Olympics. And maybe not even every 4 years if coronavirus postpones the Olympics. Don't go for such trinkets. While you can have a passion in running and racing, go for it, but don't put off your happiness for it. Everyone can win happiness. Everyone can win health. Everyone can help somebody else. Everyone can be surrounded by friends and laughter. Everyone can go out there into this Garden of Eden and just bask. So do you see, no matter what it is you're after, at some point in one's journey, let your wisdom seep in and realize it's not about the destinations. It's not about making stuff happen. It's about choosing to be happy now. And if there are elements in your life or even circumstances you would like to change, thoughts become things. Picture a new end result in your mind. But at some point, winning the 50-yard dash in the Olympics is just so incredibly unimportant. Actually, it's always been incredibly unimportant. So are most things that we strive for, whereas your happiness is all important. And when you're really happy enough, you can run like the wind. Okay, so get your priorities in order. Bless you. A happy birthday 2 weeks ago, 80 years old. Amazing that you're out here on Facebook asking amazing questions, thinking about it, having dreams. I'm not saying don't dream. Celebrate your dreams. Honor your dreams. You're right. That you dream them, they are to be. But don't put off your happiness for them. Enjoy all the splendors that are already there, who you've already become, all you already have. And you're going to be shape-shifting and changing circumstances faster than you ever could have before putting off your happiness in the old approach. Okay, so thanks for the great question. Many of you echoed that same question. And whether you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 years old, it's a very relevant question. And it invites you inward to re-examine what it means to be happy and to micromanage and to give yourself permission for joy. All right, so post your questions down below. Check out the link below, by the way, and on Instagram. As I've been telling you, there's now a Spiritual Tune-Ups podcast. And every week we drop another 40 to 50 minute podcast that's current, the prior weeks, the prior 5 days, Spiritual Tune-Up. And every Thursday, in addition to that, we go archive 5 other spiritual tune-ups and drop another 40 to 50 minutes on you. Plus, those signed up for a podcast on your favorite service, follow the links below, will also be privy to a very exclusive archived interviews. Neil Donald Walsh and some other really cool players get with me, and we talk about thriving, manifesting, love, joy, eternal beingness. David G is also one of those cool friends of mine, and one of his interviews will soon be on the podcast. Not there yet, but get there quick. All right, have an awesome, happy week. Again, post your questions below. Thanks so much for letting me do this. Hasta la pronto. Nos vemos. So I got to practice my Spanish.